I'm here with Christine from L'Original Packing in Ontario. And tell me a bit about your business.
We're a butcher shop.
Okay.
We're a food distributor specializing in meat. So we have a retail counter and we also have a wholesale side of the business. But we're a processing plant, so we process meat.
Okay. And how long has the business been going?
43 years.
Wow. Okay.
So it's a family business, second generation.
Oh, very good, very good. Now, I know one of the key reasons that you implemented Minotaur was for traceability. But as you say, you had 43 years and some very long-term staff. How did you manage to get the actual meat processors and meat cutters and everything to buy in and start using computers?
It was actually a hard task, but after using for a few years now, they're coming along very well. It's quite different because you have to train some manual guys into writing down and taking information, numbers where they're not used to. So it was a lot of hands-on training and actually talking with them and showing them why we need this. So it is an evolving time on training, but I think it was worthwhile because now we're able to know piece by piece what's happening with it and where it's going, and really tracing, because I wanted more than just tracing the day. I wanted to trace the piece, each piece. So it was really to make them understand why do I need something, because of course being manual guys, they like shortcuts.
Yeah.
But shortcuts at the end doesn't make it work for the system. So was really to show them why and being open about it, because they weren't accused of costing and so on and so stuff, and why do we need certain numbers. So it was really to be able to show them from the beginning to the end why I need this, and once they understood why and what the problem it involved, they got more willing on doing the work.
And certainly the government has changed and increased regulations, for your industry substantially, even in the past decade. And so I imagine that, it becomes a necessity to start tracking this stuff in an automated way so that you can truly get control of all of that information.
Yeah, it is a obligation by being a provincial plant to have traceability. Yeah. So it was no longer a question of should we or should we not go that way. We had to go that way. So the employees had to follow. But being there for a long time, I wanted to keep the long time experience butchers around, and making, but youngers are helping olders and so on, but we're a team and we're a family, so everybody's doing, and it's really to work with what they're able to.
Right.
So it wasn't to implement a whole system at once where I knew they're not technical guys, it won't work. So we worked it out by steps.
Okay, so phased it in.
Yeah, we phased it in step by step, and they were comfortable with something, we moved on to the next step, and really phased it in was the key for them since they weren't technical guys. So.
And so now that you're actually up and going and in more of a steady state, what's next? Have you got any technical plans of adding more functionality in the future?
Yes, at the moment everything is pretty much up and running as far as production, as far as inventory and financial, and finally with financials now. So now the next step will be probably touchscreen, more involved in the plant. So now that the guys are more comfortable with the numbers and why I need the numbers, because right now they're still writing down manually stuff. So now we'll be to go to the next phase, which will be
them entering information in as opposed to you having to do it in the office.
That's right, because they're scanning now. So I've
so
introduced slowly the scanning.
So
you've now
implemented that. So now it's more just the actual planning of production, for instance, taking place on the floor as opposed to having to take place in the office.
That's right.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.